Hello everyone, it's me Brevity. Today we have a short recap of the game Fable 3. But before watching, don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's start. Events take place 50 years after the second part. The king is the son of the main character from the previous part of the game. His name is Logan. He is a tyrant who pursues cruel policies. You are Logan's brother. To stop his bullying, you collect people and helpers. When trying to get Kaylin's support, the hero learns that the forces of darkness that have already devastated Aurora. Evil is determined to destroy everyone in Albion. The hero makes a revolution. It turns out that Logan pursued a harsh and despotic policy in order to accumulate money for an army against evil forces. Being a king, the hero stops the dark forces. In this quest you are introduced to the gameplay and shown what characters there are. On your side, Walter, Jasper, and Elise. She is your girlfriend. Your brother Logan is king. You are unhappy with his rule. He forces you to make hard choices to teach you a lesson. You will be offered to kill your girlfriend or a crowd of Protestants. Resentful that you were forced to make this choice, you decide to rebel against it. In order to find out your judge, you go to Hero of Bowerstone's tomb. You start by entering the tomb of your father. There they tell you about your father's past and awaken the strength in you. You find yourself in a dimension with a gate. It is intended for upgrading weapons and skills. Teresa meets us there, who is familiar to us from previous parts. She knows that we cannot defeat Logan alone and that we need to find allies. You and Sir Walter then head to the Dweller Camp. To receive support from Dweller Camp, you meet Sabine. He and his people were oppressed by Logan. To earn his trust, you need to complete 3 tasks. This is one of 3 quests. You infiltrate mercenary camp under the guise of a mercenary. You break through a horde of mercenaries and bandits. You get to Captain Saker, who is the head of their camp. Then you defeat him. After this, you go to Brightwall to share food with the Sabine people. But things are bad there too. You complete a series of quests to restore their wealth. After this, Samuel decides to share the provisions. You return to Dweller Camp with food. Sabine provides you with support and tells you where else you can find allies. In search of further people who will help in the revolution, you kill the Hobbs and leave the cave. You did not come this way in vain, but to enlist the help of Walter's old friends. They agree to help you, but they are attacked by hollow men. After repelling the attack, we make a promise and move on. The road led you to protest. You and Walter are ambushed there. However, Paige appears. She breaks up the situation and helps you. Paige is the leader of the Bowerstone Resistance, an underground organization working against King Logan. In the future, you will have to gain her trust. After completing side quests and receiving recognition, you set out to rescue the Paige people from the clutches of Reaver. He traps you. You fight in the arena organized by the villain. He recognizes you as a prince and leaves because he does not want to interfere in the affairs of his relatives. After this, you make a promise to Paige that the people will not be exploited. Logan gathers people. He accuses the Major of treason and kills him. Before his death, the Major spoke about a region called Aurora. In order to gather more comrades, you are preparing to be sent to this region, but your brother's soldiers are preventing you in every possible way. You and Walter arrive on a new continent. To get into the interior of the country, you have to overcome ominous caves. There we come across a crawler who drags Walter away. You find your friend shrouded in darkness. To save him, you defeat Shadows and the minions. You save Walter, but the darkness has consumed his vision and he has gone blind. Walter is weak and cannot go further. You go to the desert for help. You are hit by a sandstorm and you are unconscious. Ben, Finn, and Kaylin find you. She is the leader of the Aurora people and will join the hero in the revolution in exchange for your promise to rebuild and protect the city of Aurora. Walter is being treated, and your team and new ally are heading to Albion. You discuss a plan of action and manage to capture the castle. Having reached Logan, you see that he does not intend to fight, but calmly gives the throne to you. You will be crowned to the applause of the inhabitants of Albion, after which you need to decide whether to let your brother live or not. The Weight of the World is the collective name for the quests undertaken during the period of time in the year leading up to the invasion after the hero's coronation. You need to save up money to fight back against evil forces. The first step is to decide what to do with taxes, raise or lower. Next up is the decision whether to keep Paige's promise and build schools or allow child labor and support Reaver, whether to restore the quarter that you destroyed during the revolution or not. There is also a choice to be made. You are then presented with the following choices: increase or decrease the security budget, what castle decoration to make, restore Aurora or open a mine. After that, you go into the desert for jewelry. You take the diamond, fight off the shadows and escape. You have a choice of keeping the jewelry for ourselves or putting it in the treasury. Next we need to solve problems with children's benefits, reconstruction of the orphanage, proposal on excess sewage in Bowerstone, You also need to decide the fate of the criminal that Paige wants to catch. Matters need to be resolved regarding alcohol policy, reopening of Brightwall Academy, proposal to drain Bower Lake. You need to find the thief who stole jewelry from a noblewoman. Catch him and find a figurine, then you again have the choice of donating the money received from the task to the treasury or keeping it for yourself. You must resolve the issue with the economy, build a military outpost, and you also need to resolve the issue about the future of Mist Peak, whether to keep Sobine's promise or not. Hobson will be talking to you in the castle treasury about the plans for the anniversary. He will then be stopped mid-sentence by Teresa, who summons you to the road to rule for the last time. The time has come for the final battle. Everything is going pretty well until Walter is grabbed. He is possessed by Crawler. To stop evil, you have to kill your close friend, after which you see him off with honor. Then Teresa appears and talks about all your actions and deeds.